government to take necessary steps for its construction at the earliest to improve transportation for the people of Goa. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Shri Sanjay Yadav ji. Shri Sanjay Yadav. No. Shri Abdul Wahab ji need to sensitize the youth of country.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman ji. This in Kerala has seen a notable surge in drug-related cases, with a particularly alarming rise in the usage of synthetic drugs, especially the youth. A particularly concerning trend is increasing involvement of young people, including minors, in drug abuse and trafficking. Reports highlight that even children as young as 10-year-olds are experimenting with drugs. This has led to increased concern from officials and parents alike. The easy availability of synthetic drugs, the factors contributing this rise is the use of online platforms and courier services for drug trafficking, the spread of drug abuse beyond urban centers into rural areas, and the peer pressure also is there. The Kerala government has taken steps to address the issue, including increased law enforcement efforts and anti-narcotics campaigns. There is also a growing social response with increased awareness campaigns and community involvement. All the religious groups are involving now with anti-drug campaigns. There had been increased focus on rehabilitation and de-addiction programs. The concerns are the discrepancy between the amount of cases registered and number of convictions, the increasing use of minors in drug trafficking. It is learned that the source of the drugs moving to Kerala is from the drug agents majorly located in metropolitan cities like Delhi, NCR, and Bangalore, etc. Yesterday the Indian Navy got a big haul of this drugs, 2.5 tons of hashish and all is yesterday only they took off the coast of Cochin. I urge the Union government to look at this matter with utmost concern and give direction to the Central Bureau of Narcotics to work in great coordination with Kerala State Police and other excise department to eliminate the major drug lords located in metropolitan cities. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Shri Mukul Balkis Vasnik ji. Shri Mukul Balkis Vasnik ji not present. Shri Samik Bhattacharya demand to take steps to protect and restore the Adina temple in Malda, West Bengal.
Thank you, sir. I rise to draw the attention of this august house to a matter of profound cultural and historical significance. The protection and restoration of the Adina temple in Malda, West Bengal. The Adina mosque, located in Pandua, Malda district, were constructed in 1373 AD by Sultan Sikandar Shah of Bengal Sultanate. This mosque was built using materials of pre-existing Hindu and Buddhist structure, including curved basal masonry and other architectural elements. Notably, the carvings and motifs associated with Hindu deities such as Lord Vishnu and Lord Ganesha, as well as lotus flower designs sacred in Hinduism, are visible in the parts of this mosque. Local tradition and historical accounts suggest that the site was originally home to Adina temple dedicated to Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. The presence of Hindu iconography within the mosque architecture support this assertion. Furthermore, during restoration effort, damage a listed monument under the Archaeological Survey of India ASI. However, it is deeply concerning that the members of a certain community have been throwing stones at Hindu artifacts and obstructing efforts to reclaim and to restore this scared site. Such acts of vandalism threaten the perseverance of India's culture and religious heritage. যে কোনো মূল্যে স্যার আদিনাথ মন্দিরকে রক্ষা করতে হবে। এর ভেতরের মধ্যে শিবলিঙ্গ, জনিপীঠ, হিন্দু ধর্মের বিভিন্ন প্রতীক এখানে অবশিষ্ট আছে। কিন্তু দুর্ভাগ্যের বিষয়, একটি সম্প্রদায়ের মানুষ নির্দিষ্ট কয়েকটি দিনে গিয়ে তার উপরে পাথর ছুঁড়ে মারছে। এভাবে যদি সামগ্রিক পরিস্থিতিকে ধ্বংস করে দেওয়া হয়, তাহলে ভারতবর্ষের তথা পশ্চিমবঙ্গের একটি প্রাচীন ঐতিহ্য, যা হাজার বছরের ইতিহাসকে বহন করে নিয়ে যাচ্ছে, বিদেশি আক্রমণকারীরা পশ্চিমবঙ্গের মধ্যে ঢুকে যে হাজার হাজার মন্দির ধ্বংস করেছে, তার মধ্যে আদিনাথ মন্দির অন্যতম, যেটাকে আজকে আদিনা মস্ক বলে সারা পৃথিবীর সামনে কেউ তুলে ধরতে চাইছেন। আমি আশা করব বর্তমানে ভারত সরকার, আর্কিওলজিক্যাল সার্ভে অফ ইন্ডিয়া, তারা এই বিষয়টি গুরুত্বের সঙ্গে বিবেচনা করবে।
Thank you. Dr. Fawzia Khan, concerned the problem of proxy teachers in government schools.
Thank you, sir. Sir, Guru Govind dau khade, kaku lage paye, balihari Guru aapne Govind diyo bataye. These words of Kabir underscore the deep respect for teachers in our culture, sir. Yet today this noble profession is marked by increasing commercialization and alienation. One of the manifestations of this practice is the practice of proxy teaching in India, especially in government schools, as highlighted by a 2018 World Bank report, sir. Officially appointed teachers illegally delegate their duties to unqualified substitutes while remaining absent for long durations. In August 24, reports have surfaced that a government school teacher in Gujarat stayed away for years and settled in the US while still drawing the salary, sir. The malpractice exposes students to untrained individuals, impacting their development and quality of education. The ACER report 2024 has noted that a 12.5% teacher absenteeism rate at primary school level and 13% at upper primary and higher levels, sir. In August 24, the Gujarat Education Department decided to terminate the services of 150 teachers who were missing from duty for a year. Sir, fake ID cards, documents enable unqualified individuals to impersonate real teachers. Even biometric attendance systems are being cleverly circumvented. Sir, education officers are party to this corruption. It is said that the education department is the most corrupt department of all departments. Poorly managed, underfunded teacher training institutes compound the issue. Sir, degrees are issued without adequate training or classes. As per the UDICE 2023-24 report, 48% of pre-primary school teachers were professionally unqualified. Why do teachers not send their own children to government schools? This is a question. Urgent interventions are needed, sir. The order of the Rajasthan High Court 2023 has set a precedent by mandating strict measures and enforcing zero tolerance against proxies. Strict actions must be taken against absentee and proxies, including FIRs, disciplinary actions and salary recovery. Sir, we must also strengthen the teacher training institutions to cultivate competent and ethical teachers. Taking money for teacher recruitment has also become a practice, especially in private aided schools. This should be made a criminal offense, sir. मासूम बच्चों के भविष्य खेलने वालों को, भविष्य से खेलने वालों को, सर, सलाखों के पीछे रहना चाहिए. धन्यवाद.
Thank you. Shri A. Rahim, please. Shri A. Rahim, demand to address the plight of small scale business persons in the country. Not present. Shri A. Rahim, not present. Shri, he is missing his time. You are missing your time, Mr. Rahim. Demand to address the plight of small scale business persons in the country.
Sorry, sir. Just a minute, sir. Please restart, sir. Sir, let's start, sir.
Yes.
Shall I tell a story of betrayal, sir? Sir, due to the pro-corporate and anti-people financial policies of this government, A vast section of the Indian economy is on the verge of collapse. Sir, I am talking about the betrayal faced by small and medium-scale businesses, including pant shop, grocery shop, small jewelries, wholesale grades dealers, furniture shops, fruits and vegetable merchants, etc. Sir, no one can ignore the immense contribution of these businesses in generating direct and indirect employment and strengthening the Indian economy. However, the neoliberal policies introduced in 1991 and aggressively pursued by the Narendra Modi government have pushed them into their crisis, sir. Sir, the great betrayal began in 2012 during the time of UPA's second government, introduced 51% of the foreign direct investment in multi-brand retail. This opened the floodgates for international corporate giants like Amazon and Walmart, and Indian corporates like Reliance, Flipkart and Big Bazaar, etc. Sir, which bulldozed retail sector, sir. Sir, yet since 2012, the union government has failed to conduct any study on the devastating impact of this decision on small and medium-scale businesses, sir. Sir, instead of providing relief, the government imposed further burdens to Tughlaq and reformation, GST and demonetization crippled this sector, sir, forcing countless business owners to shut up their shop. Sir, have you seen how many small and medium scale businesses have disappeared from our own towns, sir, and villages, sir? Since 2012, we could see that. Sir, many footwears, small furniture, pant shop, grocery shops, and wholesale shops have disappeared from our own villages and towns, sir. The hard numbers are staggering, sir. Sir, I urge the government to conduct a comprehensive study on the impact of these policies on this sector. Sir, online purchasing has now become a new normal, and nobody can stop this culture. So we have limitation, I know that, but a large percentage of small business operators from rented premises. Sir, the union government has made a mandatory for registered traders in GST. So I revoke GST on rent for small and medium enterprises. I demand to the government and introduce a special relief package to safeguard and revive this vital sector. This is the time, this is the need of the hour, this is my demand. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Sri N.R. Elango demand to create regional branches for appellate tribunals of prevention of money laundering and other acts.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman. I thank you for the opportunity to raise an important issue. As of today, there is one tribunal which is handling appeals under 5 key enactments, namely SAFEMA, NDPS Act, PMLA, Prohibition of Binami Transaction, and FEMA. The cause of concern is that all these tribunals function are now entrusted to one tribunal which is taking care of all the appeals from whole of the country. This unification of several tribunals into one and locating it in Delhi is causing inconvenience to the litigant public, the accused persons, the professionals such as advocates, chartered accountants, company secretaries, etc. From all over the country, they are made to come to Delhi, and most of the times have to return with the case being adjourned due to paucity of time. I request the union government to address this issue and to create at least 4 regional benches, including one at Chennai. Sir, already there is a strong, long pending and genuine demand to create regional benches of the Supreme Court.
Question or please. It's over, not going on record. Question number 346, Indu Bala Goswami ji.
See, question number 346.
माननीय मंत्री जी.
सभापति जी, BSNL ने देश भर में अपनी सेवाओं को बेहतर बनाने के लिए एक महत्वपूर्ण कदम उठाया है। BSNL द्वारा देश में 1 लाख 4G टावर लगाए जाएंगे, जिन्हें भविष्य में 5G नेटवर्क में अपग्रेड किया जा सकेगा। BSNL की ये पहल भारतीय टेलीकॉम क्षेत्र में न केवल देश के नेटवर्क को बेहतर बनाएगी, बल्कि भारतीय तकनीकी क्षेत्र को भी एक मजबूत आधार प्रदान करेगी। मेरा आपके माध्यम से माननीय मंत्री जी से प्रश्न है कि क्या आत्मनिर्भर भारत मिशन के मद्देनजर मोबाइल टावर 2G से टावर 4G अपग्रेडेशन कार्यक्रम के लिए केवल भारत में ही बने रेडियो नेटवर्क एवं टेलीकॉम नेटवर्क के प्रयोग करने का निर्णय लिया गया है। कृपया ब्यौरा दें।
अध्यक्ष जी, माननीय सांसद जी ने बहुत महत्वपूर्ण प्रश्न और वक्तव्य भी दिया है। मैं आपके द्वारा अध्यक्ष जी हाउस को और देश को सूचित करना चाहता हूं कि प्रधानमंत्री जी का विश्वास और संकल्प था कि भारत केवल एक सर्विसेज नेशन न बने लेकिन एक प्रोडक्ट नेशन भी बने। टेलीकॉम का विस्तार पूरे विश्व में जिस पैमाने पर भारत में हुआ है शायद किसी और देश में पिछले 10 वर्षों में नहीं हुआ है। हमारी 5G रोल आउट विश्व की सबसे तीव्र गति की रोल आउट रही है। हमने करीब 1 साल के अंदर 99% जिले कवर कर दिए और 82% आबादी कवर कर दी। लेकिन जहां तक BSNL का विषय है, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक कदम आगे लक्ष्य धारित किया कि आत्मनिर्भर भारत की नीति के आधार पर BSNL जब 4G का इक्विपमेंट और नेटवर्क लगाएगा तो वो केवल स्वदेशी इक्विपमेंट और नेटवर्क लगाई जाएगी। आज पूरे विश्व में अध्यक्ष जी केवल 4 देश हैं जिन्होंने 4G का टेलीकॉम नेटवर्क का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग किया है। वो है फिनलैंड, स्वीडन, चाइना और साउथ कोरिया पूरे विश्व में। और आज हर्ष के साथ मैं सूचित करना चाहता हूं कि आज 5वां देश पूरे विश्व में भारत बन चुका है जिसने अपना स्वदेशी 4G नेटवर्क कोर और रैन, केवल कोर C डॉट भारतीय सरकार की कंपनी के द्वारा, रैन रेडियो एक्सेस नेटवर्क तेजस टाटा की कंपनी के द्वारा और सिस्टम इंटीग्रेटर सॉफ्टवेयर सिस्टम इंटीग्रेटर भी स्वदेशी TCS कंपनी। फुल टोटल स्वदेशी आत्मनिर्भर नेटवर्क आज रोल आउट किया जा रहा है। 1 लाख साइट्स हमारे रोल आउट किए जा रहे हैं। BSNL का नेटवर्क पूर्ण स्वदेशी इक्विपमेंट के आधार पर होगा। और आपके द्वारा एक और बात मैं सूचित करना चाहता हूं अध्यक्ष जी कि 17 साल बाद, 18 साल बाद, पिछले बार 2007 में, आज 2025 में 18 साल बाद अध्यक्ष जी पहली बार इतिहास रचा गया है कि BSNL ने अक्टूबर से दिसंबर क्वार्टर में नेट प्रॉफिट देश को दिखाया है 262 करोड़ रुपए का। 18 साल बाद प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में जो पिछला क्वार्टर अक्टूबर दिसंबर का 2023-24 वित्तीय वर्ष का था 1262 करोड़ का लॉस था। इस वर्ष अक्टूबर दिसंबर के क्वार्टर में 262 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट हुआ है और ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट के आधार पर जो केवल 500 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट था, इस बार अक्टूबर दिसंबर के क्वार्टर में 1500 करोड़ रुपए का ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट BSNL का हो गया।
सेकंड सप्लीमेंट्री माननीय इंदु बाला गोस्वामी जी।
मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से जानना चाहती हूँ, क्या ट्राई द्वारा हिमाचल प्रदेश में कुछ जिलों की पहचान की गई है जहाँ संचार सुविधा नहीं होने से आमजन प्रभावित हैं? इन क्षेत्रों में दूर संचार सुविधा को मजबूत करने के लिए भविष्य में सौर पैनल लगाने की संभावना है क्या?
माननीय मंत्री जी।
सर, ये हिमाचल प्रदेश का प्रश्न है सर, और जैसे हम सबको विदित है हिमाचल प्रदेश केवल सांस्कृतिक महत्व का नहीं लेकिन भारत के इतिहास का महत्व का बहुत महत्वपूर्ण प्रदेश है। और हिमाचल प्रदेश में प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में जो 100% सैचुरेशन की हमारा लक्ष्य है, उसके अंतर्गत 4G सैचुरेशन के प्रोजेक्ट के आधार पर 660 टावर्स हमारे प्लान्ड हैं हिमाचल प्रदेश के अंतर्गत। जिलेवार में ब्यौरा भी दे सकता हूं, बिलासपुर, चंबा, हमीरपुर, कांगड़ा, किन्नौर, कुल्लू, लाहौल स्पीति, मंडी, शिमला, सिरमौर, सोलन, ऊना, इन 12 के 12 जिलों में 660 टावर्स हमारे लक्ष्य हमने निर्धारित किए हैं, जिससे मैं खुशी से सूचित करना चाहता हूं माननीय सांसद जी को कि 423 टावर्स हमारे ऑन एयर पर हो चुके हैं 100% सैचुरेशन के लक्ष्य की पूर्ति की। तो मतलब कि 65% लक्ष्य की पूर्ति हमारी हो चुकी है। इसके अतिरिक्त अध्यक्ष महोदय, हमारा हिमाचल प्रदेश एक बॉर्डर स्टेट है, तो हमने लक्ष्य निर्धारित किया है कि 38 टावर्स हमारे बॉर्डर्स विलेज में हम लोग लगाएंगे और मुझे खुशी है आपको सूचित करते हुए कि 38 टावर्स के आधार पर 37 टावर्स आज के दिन पे लग चुके हैं, मतलब 99% लक्ष्य की पूर्ति हो गई है। और बॉर्डर आउटपोस्ट हमारे आर्मी के लिए बॉर्डर आउटपोस्ट और बॉर्डर इनपोस्ट का लक्ष्य भी निर्धारित किया है, जिसपे 3 टावर्स हमारे लगने वाले हैं।
थर्ड सप्लीमेंट्री श्री पी विल्सन।
Sir, Honorable Minister, Sir, you were saying that the 4G rollout has been done and 5G rollout is going on. Sir, the market share of BSNL has dropped to 7.33% as of June 2024 compared to 10.72 in December 2020. And BSNL revenue is impacted mainly due to the delay in 4G rollout. When other network operators are marching ahead with 5G, BSNL is still testing. And the CAG reports, sir, they say the BSNL failure to bill Reliance Jio since May 2014 as per the agreement on passive infrastructure sharing has incurred a loss of 1,757.56 crores. Sir, what steps have been taken against the persons who have failed to bill, and steps taken to address the issue, and also steps taken to make BSNL competitive with others and to address the decline in market share? Thank you, Chairman, sir.
Honorable Minister.
Question that Wilson ji is asked will take about 20 minutes to answer, because in one question he has put...
He's a senior advocate.
Yes, he has very nicely, eloquently put in about 7 or 8 supplementaries. So I will endeavor to answer all his queries, sir. So first of all, I'd just like to correct him. We have not yet completed our goal of 1 lakh towers of 4G. So switching to 5G will happen after we have executed on our goal of 1 lakh towers of 4G. You're absolutely right that there was a delay, and that delay was premeditated. As I mentioned in my first answer earlier, we had 2 options before us, and I think you would support me in this. We either go and buy international equipment from other suppliers like all other telcos are doing, or India makes its name in the international market that we are also a manufacturer of telecom equipment. So the easy way out was to buy the equipment. The difficult way out was to actually manufacture our own equipment. And as the Prime Minister has always said, कि चुनौती में हम अवसर देखते हैं. And Prime Minister has been able to convert that chunauti into an afsar, and today India has become only the 5th country to produce our own telecom equipment. So therefore, with that, we are now rolling out 1 lakh towers of 4G. Of the 1 lakh towers, I would like to inform through you, sir, to Honorable MP Wilson and the rest of the country, that we have on air today close to 73,326 towers. So 73% of our task is done. And it is my endeavor that we will ensure that this is done at the soonest possible. Once 4G network is fully rolled out, today we have already close to about 1.85 crore subscribers on 4G for BSNL. And once it is fully rolled out 100,000 towers, then we will start the task of switching tower by tower 4G to 5G. That's not a very difficult task, because you have to add maybe only one more BTS and some more software. So that's on your first point. On your second point, in terms of customer attrition, you're absolutely right, sir, that the data that you pointed out, but if I may add that your data is dated. You're right that the market share had fallen, and it was 8.55 crores in June. But I'd also like to inform you through the chairman and the House, and you'll be glad to know that from June 24 till February 25, BSNL for the first time in its history has climbed from 8.55 crore customers to 9.1 crore customers. We have added 55 lakh customers in the last 6 to 7 months. In addition to that, the point that you made in terms of profitability I have already addressed. The last point that you made with regard to expanding our network, we are also looking at quality of service in terms of our provision. It is an ongoing endeavor. And finally, the point that you raised on the CAG report. Let me also point out that it's important to look at the MSAs, the Master Service Agreements, and there are different MSAs that have been signed by different with different telecom operators. We believe that we must sweat our asset as best as possible. Towers are an asset of BSNL, and we must sweat them to get more revenue for BSNL. Our top line, let me also assure you, in the last October to December quarter has grown by 9%. We have squeezed on costs by close to about 18%, and that has led to an EBITDA multiplying 3 times for the October to December quarter, as I mentioned in my earlier answer in the supplementary. So BSNL is on its path of rationalization, profitability, customer service, all the statistics that you would look at as a customer, or I would look at as a customer. The final point on CAG, we must look at the master service agreements. We have different master service agreements with different suppliers. There are technical issues involved. I don't want to bore you with the details, but if I put it very succinctly for you, there's an asset that is given to a telco. For that asset, we take a certain amount of revenue. If the telco adds a certain equipment onto that asset, then as per the size of the equipment, because a tower is real estate, so when you add some equipment onto that real estate, we should get some revenue. So based on the quality of equipment you're adding onto the tower, you will keep paying us an additional amount of revenue stream. However, if you add a new technology and you add a new BTS, only then does that 70% increase clause come into play. In this case, that was not the case. So there has been no loss to BSNL.
So BSNL is भाई साहब निश्चित लगेगा.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर.
Supplementary number 4, श्री प्रफुल्ल पटेल.
थैंक यू चेयरमैन साहब. इनके मंत्री जी को मैं बधाई दूंगा कि कह रहे हैं कि पहली बार, और सही जानकारी है कि पहली बार BSNL के सब्सक्राइबर की संख्या बढ़ रही है और आर्थिक परिस्थिति भी BSNL की सुधार की ओर है, और पहली बार पिछले 6 महीने में उनको प्रॉफिट भी हुआ है, 3 महीने में. तो इसके लिए उनको विशेष करके बधाई. सर, बात उन्होंने जो कही कि टावर हम 4G के ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लगाना चाहते हैं, ये बहुत अच्छी बात है, और ये भी उतना सही है, और सभी मैं समझता हूँ कि सांसद भी इस बात से सहमत होंगे कि कोई भी अंतिम गांव में जाएंगे तो अगर कोई टावर मिलेगा चलता हुआ तो वो BSNL का ही हो सकता है. और ये बात भी सही है कि ये सेवा ज़्यादा हम हमारे देश के जोड़ने के लिए जो कर रहे हैं उसमें सरकार को या BSNL को घाटा भी होता होगा, लेकिन उसकी न चिंता करते हुए देश के सभी लोगों को आज टेलीकॉम से जोड़ने का काम किया है. मेरा एक ही प्रश्न है सर कि जब कहीं कहीं जगह पर मोनोपोली जैसी सिचुएशन है आज, जब BSNL की स्पेशली दूर दराज के और जंगली इलाकों में, नक्सल इलाकों में, तो वहाँ पर 4G का अपग्रेडेशन जल्दी कर आप दूसरे कंपटीशन को भी रोक सकते हैं, वहाँ सेवाएं बेहतर कर सकते हैं. मगर एक सुझाव ये है कि आधे से ज़्यादा टावर कहीं ना कहीं कभी ना कभी बंद रहते हैं, उसको कैसे ये उसको सुचारू रूप से अगर मेंटेन कर सकते हैं कि नहीं, उसके बारे में मंत्री जी जानकारी दें.
ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर
महोदय ने 2 मुद्दे उठाए सर. नंबर 1 उन्होंने कहा है कि हमारे लेफ्ट विंग एक्सट्रीमिज्म अफेक्टेड एरियाज़ में भी टावर्स का अपग्रेडेशन होना चाहिए, और मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं सांसद महोदय को, क्योंकि इतनी महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दे को उन्होंने उठाया है. इन इलाकों में और दूर दराज इलाकों में टेलीकॉम प्रोविज़न बहुत एक ज़रूरी मुद्दा आज हो चुका है, क्योंकि सर आज टेलीकॉम केवल एक कैरेजवे नहीं, टेलीकॉम एक कैपेबिलिटी है, एक मानवीय की आर्थिक, सामाजिक और वैश्विक वृद्धि का साधन बनने के लिए, क्योंकि इस डब्बे से हम लोग पूरे विश्व से कनेक्ट होते हैं. लेफ्ट विंग एक्सट्रीमिज्म अपग्रेडेशन योजना के तहत एक योजना हम लोग ने DBN डिजिटल भारत निधि के अंतर्गत बनाया है, जिसमें USOF का फंड्स जाते हैं. उसके अंतर्गत 2343 टावर्स हम लोग ने रेखांकित किए हैं LWE क्षेत्र में, जिस पर आज तीव्र गति से कार्य हो रहा है. कई इलाकों में अपग्रेडेशन हो चुका है और आज के दिवस पर करीब 510 टावर्स हमारे अपग्रेड हो चुके हैं इन 2343 में से, और शीघ्र ही शीघ्र हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं इसका रोल आउट हो। मंत्री जी का दूसरा, सांसद जी का दूसरा प्रश्न था कि जो हमारे 4G या 2G के भी टावर्स हों, कई जगह बैटरीज की वजह से सुचारू रूप से दूरसंचार की सेवा उत्पन्न नहीं हो पाती, और मुझे कोई कठिनाई नहीं है ये कहते हुए कि ये कई जगहों में ये सत्य है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं। तो हम लोग वर्तमान में एक योजना बना रहे हैं कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर के लिए, जहां बैटरी का बैकअप, मीडिया का बैकअप, जहां भी अपग्रेडेशन की जरूरत है BSNL के पूरे नेटवर्क में करीब हमारे कुल मिलाकर 2 लाख टावर्स, आज 2.5 लाख टावर्स पूरे देश में लग चुके हैं। तो वर्तमान में हमारी कंपनी पूरी एनालिसिस कर रही है 2.5 लाख टावर्स की, कि कहाँ बैटरी अपग्रेडेशन की जरूरत है, मीडिया अपग्रेडेशन की जरूरत है, और वो कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर भी हम अगले चरण में ये 1 लाख टावर्स लगाने के बाद वो कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर भी हम लोग करेंगे। उसके साधन 2 हैं, या तो हम वित्त मंत्री जी के हाथ जोड़ेंगे और राशि देने के लिए, और या तो हम BSNL के प्रॉपर्टीज के मोनेटाइजेशन भी करेंगे ताकि हम अपना इंटरनल अक्रूल से उसको हम लोग फंड कर पाए।
5th सप्लीमेंट्री श्री संतोष कुमार P।
Thank you, sir. Sir, on March 11th and 12th, 2 Indian telecom companies signed an agreement with Elon Musk's Starlink. And after that, they have issued a press statement also, and statement is almost similar. So was there any compulsion from the side of the government of India to enter into such an agreement? And moreover, we have invested heavily in optical fiber cables. So what would be the future of this investment? And sir, these Starlink devices were widely used for communication between local militant groups in Manipur. So taking into account all this, will the government allow this necessary regulatory sanction for these agreements? Thank you, sir.
Honorable Minister.
The Honorable MP has raised a pertinent question, but not factual, on one context. I would like to, through you, inform him that forget about any militant group, but please, I heard you, so please hear me. But no Indian citizen and no one on Indian soil will be able to use any satellite device without the license being given out and the spectrum being given out. Yes, there were media reports that they had found some boxes and some units, but those were neither functional nor were they operable in any manner whatsoever. So that's answer to supplementary number 1. With regard to supplementary number 2, sir, let me say this, that it is important that as Minister of Communications, I am technology agnostic. I have to be customer centric, and I have to provide my customer, which is 1.4 billion people in my country, with every possible way of communication. And then it is for the customer to decide which service he will take, whether he takes mobile, whether he takes fixed broadband, whether he takes satellite. That's for the customer to decide. That's not for me to decide. But I must keep the gateway open for all prevailing technology. With regard to the agreements between TSPs and a satellite provider, whether it is Starlink or anyone else, that's a market mechanism. That has nothing to do with government. And also let me say that I feel that this is a complementary technology, because what does satellite do? Satellite allows you to give service in 2 places. One, where there is no mobile connectivity, where there is no, as you mentioned, OFC fiber. Those areas which are hard to reach, our citizens in our country will be able to access the world through satellite communication. Second, when you have disasters, and God forbid we have disasters in our country, but when you have disasters like we just had in Myanmar, the only option is satellite connectivity when all your networks come down. And therefore, that's a very important resource. Having said that, the agreements between the TSPs and satellite providers is for fixed broadband. not for mobile at this point of time, because mobile technology in terms of voice is not available on L and S band on your mobile phone at this point of time. So therefore, I do believe that satellite is a complementary technology, and when a satellite company comes to India, ticks all the boxes on the pro forma that we have given, then at that point of time a license will be given, and when TRAI decides on what the price of administratively assigned spectrum will be, then every satellite operator will get spectrum at that assigned price by TRAI.
Question number 347, Shrimati Priyanka Chaturvedi.
Sir, question number 347.
Honorable Minister.
माननीय सभापति जी, उत्तर सदन के पटल पर रखा है।
Supplementary number 1, Shrimati Priyanka Chaturvedi.
Sir, my question to Honorable Minister with regards to Maharashtra specifically, is the Union Minister aware that in Maharashtra, the chairman of Maharashtra Pollution Control Board is a political nominee and not someone who has the technical qualifications for something as important as pollution control? Is the minister aware of this, and how many such appointments have been made across every state? And is the Central Pollution Control Board planning to come out with some guidelines to ensure that people who have technical knowledge, who have the technical qualifications, become the chairpersons of such committees? Thank you, sir.
Honorable Minister.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, राज्यों के जो पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड है उसके नियुक्तियों की एक प्रक्रिया है और एक मानदंड है जिसमें राज्य सरकारें नियुक्त करती हैं, तो उनके प्रश्न का जवाब महाराष्ट्र सरकार से आ सकता है।
Supplementary number 2, Priyanka Chaturvedi.
Impacts everyone, and the state, the central government can very well issue guidelines where there are political appointments rather than appointments which have technical knowledge. So I'm surprised that this is the answer coming from him. Anyway, supplement.